All right, this video is for Scott Hayes. Scott, this is your overnight 320 gigabyte RGH build that you had requested. And don't mind the, excuse me, complete disarray of the background of my office. It's my busy season. And as you can see, it's already booting, so it's pretty much an insta-boot. Oh, by the way, it is Wednesday, December 4th, 2019 at roughly 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here we have the console set to boot directly into Freestyle. And as far as 360 games go, we have 34 of them currently loaded. And that does include title updates for all and then DLC for most of the games. Also have some modified game files here, all with custom covers. And then we have our Xbox Live Arcade titles, 42 loaded. Then we have our homebrew, which you may or may not end up going into. I know that you plan on adding more things to the hard drive or adding another hard drive potentially in the future. But, you know, again, all with matching custom covers. I didn't add any original Xbox games for this, mainly because I'm fairly certain that you actually have a library of stuff that you may want to add, and it actually may end up being easier for you to just add it via an external hard drive. And then we have the emulators, full North American game sets of each. And that's pretty much the overall of the console itself. But just to show that everything is on the up and up, as it should be. Oh, and by the way, disk drive is completely empty. And we're just going to do a random load of a game. Darksiders 2 it is. And I left 6 gigabytes of hard drive space available mainly just for game saves. Yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and start a new game on this. I'm just trying to show you that, you know, everything is working as it should. Alright, so that's 360. And I do have it set that every time it boots to go directly into Freestyle Dash, or when you leave a game, it'll go directly back to Freestyle. Let's do an Xbox Live Arcade random pick. 1942 Droid Strike. And I'm sorry for the camera seeming like it's all over the place. It's just, for some reason, I hooked up all my consoles to be working on the elevated television, and therefore I have to sit here and hold my phone to do it. So, you know, sorry about that. Alright, we'll go ahead and not create the save game. The save game data. Again, I'll let you be in control of that once you receive the console. And then let's just go ahead and do one random emulator load. Okay. Games. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Well, you get the idea. And just to show you really quickly, because you did ask if the original Xbox emulator will be installed on here. Again, I didn't load any games on here, but it most definitely is. And if you give me 2 seconds here. As I'm sure you've seen in other videos, because you did mention that you did some research on this in YouTube, I tried to set up pretty much just quick shortcuts to all of the homebrew, but XEX menu is going to be one of the things that you will most likely be in if you're going to be doing any changes to the console itself. Okay. Let me just go ahead and do that correctly. Right there, that's the 360 HDD partition. That's what actually sets up the hard drive to be able to take the emulator. And then HDDX with the compatibility, that's the folder that actually allows the original Xbox games to run. So yeah, again, they're on there, and I did leave copies of the partition manager as well as the emulator itself, which is going to be in that XB15829 July blah blah blah, and you'll have a backup of the compatibility files needed for that as well. So yeah, everything's good to go, fully configured, all title updates and everything are loaded on it, so should be ready to plug and play right out of the box. So thank you for choosing PQ Customs Mod Jobs for your modified console needs, and I'll be seeing you relatively soon.